Hey guys, Dwight is back to show you a replay on Malinovka in the TVP T5051. This is one of the better replays that we've had so far, and we wanted to share it with you since it was something special. So here we go. Alrighty, platooned up with a few of my buddies, Klaus and Vork, and we're going to go north through the A line to take the hill. Pretty standard on Malinovka to go through the A or 0 line to get the hill. The team layout is pretty standard. Artie is chilling in its Artie spot at A3, A4. We have some tanks going south to handle the push across this line down here through the diag, and we have the rest of the team kind of heading north. So it's a pretty even team split. Nothing too crazy happens right away off the start. This tank is great. The TVP is a very wonderful tank. If you haven't got it yet, I'd highly recommend it. It has a 4-round clip that can shoot pretty fast with a 1.5 inner clip time. I believe the reload is somewhere around 25 seconds-ish, sometimes a bit longer depending on your crew skills. So if you really like mobile, fast mediums that don't have a lot of armor or health, but can put out the hurt, this tank is for you. The closest thing that resembles it is probably a T-54E1 I would put on the American line. This is a bit more mobile, has a faster reload, and a faster interclip time as well. So the Artie gets behind and lights us, which is kind of worrisome. I think the Artie is about to fight it here, but none of them do, which is great. We were able to neutralize the RU pretty fast. So Klaus and I continue towards the hill, and we are able to sort of establish ourselves on the hill before their team does. Well, they have a Leo 1, so what we're going to do is shoot it and hopefully dig it out of its position. I'm able to dump, again, really fast shots into it, so hitting that, and I think I sneak a fourth one after going around the windmill here. You can see I take a shot of damage for it, not really ideal, but I'm going to take this shot as well. Bounce, unfortunately. Klaus is able to pick up the kill, and right after the kill, something unfortunate happens to my buddy Klaus. He dies. Horribly. But, I'm able to, maintain presence for a bit. You can see Artie and tanks are starting to shoot Klaus. And soon here, I'm going to realize that, hey, it's just me and this M46 on the hill. I better start running away, especially after that 103 is lit. So I'll take some shots at the T22, T62A, and then I'll pretty much run it. So not the greatest two clips there at all, by any means. But, this is still manageable. I'm going to go ahead and rotate to the south now, and I think I might take one more 103 shot as I'm running away. Quite unfortunate. So I'm down pretty low health. Quickly I realized that, hey, there are 3 tanks down on each side. I need to be very conservative at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to maintain presence in the south and by cap. And doing that, I'll speed up the replay here so we get past the boring part. I'm able to really help out the team. You see this STA-1 trying to flank all sneakily, but since I'm in position, I say, okay. And I'm just going to clip into him, and bounce that shot, bounce 2, which is unfortunate. Alright, we're able to kill that, though. So then we'll speed up the replay again. And we rotate our way over towards cap. And from here, the goal is to sort of maintain presence in the south and really just kind of try to kill them in the south, while our team maintains the north. You can see I'm using Vork in the north to kind of hold that presence. And here, I'm going to see the low in a bit after shooting the 62A. So really odd clips at range right now. The TVP has really good pen. Just kind of me misaiming my shots in this game. Especially being at low health, I'm trying to be very cautious in where I shoot. You can see me using the view distance circles to sort of gauge the spotting distance of these tanks, so I'm just at the edge of their spotting range, but they're in render of, they're in full render of me, which is a good tactic to use so that I won't get spotted when I shoot them, but, I can, I have a lot of distance between them and the end of my render so that I can fully aim my shots and take them calmly. So this part of the game gets a bit stale again. I'm going to speed up the replay a bit more and shoot into this low again. Alrighty, so far clips are averaging, 2 for 2, which is less than spectacular, but we're doing a good job of sort of mitigating the enemy's damage. You can see Vork is about to go down, which is unfortunate, but we're able to sort of recover at this point, and the game is still split. I think the enemy team is up ahead 1 tank. So again, I am playing very passively, but I realize my role in this tank at this point, which is to snipe from afar, especially keeping my tank alive since I only have about 641 health points left. So we'll speed it up again. You can see the 62A gets a bit aggressive on the E75. E75 makes a good shot. Also, we get lucky because the T22 enemy tank drowns, which is great. Really puts our team ahead of 1 tank at this point. So here, I'm going to try to get in bushes to spot a few things. I see that T44, he's well within my spotting range, and I realize that, but I think we have to take him out at this point. So I'm going to put myself in a position to shoot at this T44. You can see he's working his way up through the beach as well, and then he gets in the open. I'm going to try to use this bush to my advantage and take a few shots. And we're able to neutralize that. Speed it up again here. So now I'm going to try to come up behind this M103 using the ramp. And I'm going to do what I can to sort of knock out these guys and just sort of get behind them. Here I think I get lucky. I'm able to get behind the M103 and put the hurt in, just take him out. Then I notice something's on the hill, so I swing to that and dump 3 into that tank. You see this guy, I just neutralized below half in a matter of like 4 to 5 seconds. He's not happy about that. Here I'm worrying about Artie because they know my position and they know I'm on the ramp, so I'm going to try to avoid them as best I can by using the beach again. Luckily none of them shoot at me or hit me, so that's good. But, quickly I'm going to realize, hey, we kind of have a bit of an advantage now. We have more health points on our side. I should probably go back the way I came, go back to the ramp since that was a good position, and sort of work back that way. So you can see me going back again, taking some weird paths. I'm just trying to avoid getting spotted again because I don't know where the IS-4 or YAG are. They haven't been lit yet, so I'm kind of terrified. They could be making their way through this line over here, so I'm trying to be very cautious about that. But now that I'm working my way up, I realize, hey, this other ramp might be better. I get a better vantage point on the Centurion and stuff like that. Maybe I can get a kill here. And you'll see that the Centurion has relocated, so it was a good call. I get a really lucky bounce, and I'm able to kill the Centurion 7-1. So game is looking pretty good at this point. I still want to keep my tank up because that's an IS-4 and a YAG Tiger. A lot of health on their team, not so much on ours. We still have 103 at about 500, but you can see the game is pretty close still. So I'm asking, in chat, T49, you need to spot, drive straight for J0, and I will cover. And he does. He kind of gives up his tank, and, I feel bad for that. But, in Tier 8s in a Tier 10 game, especially T49, the job is to spot for your allies there. You can use your gun to your advantage to kill softer targets, but at this point with IS-4 and YAG, the best shot he has is killing Artie, which will be out there. Luckily he lights the YAG Tiger, it's rotating out. I only have heat at this point. You can see I only have 1 AP round left, so I'm doing my best to try to hit those shots, and I bounce 2 again. And as you can see, I'm trying to stay safe. I just don't want to risk getting blind fired or anything like that, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for our guys to come down the 0 line, and I'm going to have them use their health and their tanks to sort of spot out for me. Again, I do not want to rush in there with 600 health points. The T-5041 is low. I'd say he should have stayed back as well, but luckily they light the YAG Tiger and were able to kill it, which is great. Here, the IS-3 continues his way around, and I think we're able to catch out the rest of the tanks here. We have an IS-4 that's lit. And we sort of kill that on the way in as well. IS-4 has great side armor, so penning it with heat is a bit difficult. Although it looks like I've penned most of my shots there. So I'm down to my last clip, and I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I need to really make sure that these shots count. So let's try to hit these as best as we can. And IS-4 is at 1 shot here. And luckily Artie gets the kill. So 4 kills. Quite a bit of damage. I'm going to hunt down the Artie with my last shot here, but I'm unable to find it, unfortunately. I'm just kind of speeding through to get through the replay. After the replay, we'll take a look at the after-battle report and see how everything went, but as you can see, kind of using spotting awareness and field awareness. I was able to make use out of my tank after being down to 641 health points right at the start. So let's look at the after battle report. Alrighty, here we are at the after battle report, and as you can see, quite a bit of credits and experience for this game. 10,000 damage. And as you can see through the team layout, our team didn't do the most amount of damage. Klaus only staying alive for about 2 minutes or so, did 983, ended up, 5th on our team, which, was really unfortunate. Had we not positioned our tank correctly, or sort of put ourselves in those situations to get damage, we're easily looking at a loss here. As you can see, the team on the other side spreading out their damage a bit more evenly. But this really goes to show how important one tank can be in the game, and how often one person can make a difference and can get the win for us. A lot of these guys PM me after the game saying, "Hey, awesome job." People from the other team also messaged me saying some not so nice things. So it was a pretty good game, probably the best I've ever played in the TVP. And yeah, again, it just goes to show you how awesome one person's positioning can make the difference between a win and a loss. So we hope you enjoyed the replay. We'll have a lot more videos and replays coming up soon, and we hope you stay tuned for more from Get Flanked. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Dwight is out.